Greetings, Korbanth Saber fans. Today we're going to talk about the V1 Hero Supreme. When you are getting ready to put on the emitter that takes the blade, one thing you have to remember is you have these set screws that when you first get the saber, they'll be twisted all the way in. And there's one on each side. By the way, if you do lose one, you can still use just one. One will hold the blade. Two is just extra support. So when you first get it, they look like this. They're inside all the way. See how, I don't know if you can see it, but the threads, the little blade retention screw is all the way in. So one common mistake that some people make is that if this set screw is not all the way in, let's say it's out just a little tiny bit where it's just real flush with this, when they go to put this on, sometimes it will get stuck right here and people will crank it, and if it does, and if people do that, what'll happen is that you'll cross thread. The threads will get the threads will be cross threaded, and this will get stuck and you can't get it off. So that's something you have to be very careful of. What I do is I just make sure that after you put the blade in, you tighten this as good as it can, because you want this in all the way. This way, when you go to put this on, there's nothing to stop it from going all the way down on. So it's something you have to make sure you're very careful of, because if you cross thread it and it gets stuck, there's really nothing we can do to get it off. What some people have done, I mean, and I don't know if it'll work on everything, but there's this stuff that I buy called White Lightning. You can buy it in like Home Depot or Lowe's or any of those places. But what this stuff does is it greases it up so that it can turn. And what some people have done successfully is, if they got stuck, they spray it in there and they go back and forth until it loosens up, and then if you can get it off, then you're safe. But you have to be very careful that you don't cross thread these, because it is, it's a product that if you're not careful, it can happen. Hope that helps you with some great tips for the saber. Have a good day.